Welcome to the restorative movement session. My name is Veronica, and this is a 30-minute practice as you have required to us. So welcome to this short session. We will only going to be needing a chair and your mat, so it's important that your chair is not on a surface that can slide or glide away. So get your material and I'll see you soon.
Life is a winding road.
Okay, so we will start facing to the chair as so. Make sure that your chair is inside the mat. If you're in a carpet, it's okay because that is going to avoid the chair to slide from us. So we will stretch and we'll work our legs in a very, very safety way. So let's start warming up. Please place your hands over the seat of the chair. We're going to start rounding the back. As you exhale, tuck your chin to the chest. As you inhale, we're going to extend the back or arch the lower back. Lift the chin up and point the coccyx backwards and upwards. As you exhale, again, let's round the back. In a way, feel that you're reaching with both hands forward. This is over the seat of the chair. As you keep rounding, feeling that the shoulder blades separate away from the spine. Keep exhaling, keep pressing the navel in. And with your next inhalation, extend your back. Feel like you're sort of arching. If it's possible, draw your chin up as much as your range of movement allows you to. Press your shoulders down, away from the ears, allowing the neck to grow tall. And with the next round, you're going to do it at your own pace. You can stay on the rounded back for longer or shorter, but please exhale or focus on your exhalation. Pressing the navel in, tucking the coccyx, the tailbone in. Take your own time to go into the opposite posture. Lengthen your spine before. Feel that the spine grows taller and taller and longer and lengthen. And then start extending or arching the back. Here you can inhale very long, or you can focus on the inhalation. Come back to the center. Remember, you can be kneeling or you can change the way you're sitting. You can just sit down on the floor. Now, stay where you are. We're going to lift our hands all the way up. So this is a third way in the way our spine moves. So we have the extension, the rounding, and we're going to go into the side bend. So allow one of your hands to fall down, press the hand down to the floor, and the opposite hand, just reach it up and up and up. And once you have reached your maximum range, start saying no with your neck. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up. As you exhale down, now both hands up. And let's switch sides. Careful with the other side. Press the hand down as you reach the opposite hand up. When you feel you have reached the maximum degree, you can start working with your neck. Saying no. So in here, you're gonna notice and find tension spots on your neck. If it's possible for you to gaze up for a final inhalation and then come back to the center. Inhale deeply, exhale very long. Very good. So we're going to tuck our toes in. Again, you're facing the chair. And we're going to press the toes in as we start feeling that you're lifting the knees up. Knees down. Inhale, exhale, rounding the spine. Knees on the floor. Extending the spine and knees lifted up so you can round. Feel that the heels are going down to the ground. Long deep breath in here. Exhale, knees down, long deep breath out. So we're going to give ourselves one last round. Inhale and then exhale. Stay on the exhalation as you round. On the inhalation, as the knees come down. Very good. Now we're going to lift the hips a little bit up and place one foot on the ground, the other. And let's go into a plank pose. So you're standing, watching or gazing at the seat of the chair. Press your hands down. The shoulders are right above the rests. And go into a plank pose. And we're going to start pedaling here our feet. So bending one knee and then the other. So our attention is inwards. Our attention is finding where we are feeling some very strained muscles, maybe on the calves, on the glutes, on the thighs. Keep pedaling. You can do this practice at work, at home. Start engaging with your core so you don't lift your hips. And you're also finding those spots that are not feeling tight, stiff, that are not feeling strained or tight. Maybe your thighs, maybe your core. So we want to be focusing on those places that feel some sort of stretch, but also on the ones that feel soft. And please, without placing any judgment, just accept that both are fine as they are. Inhale here, exhale, both heels down, and we're going to start stretching our legs here. Now press the fingers down on the seat of the chair, and as you kind of glide the hands far ahead, forward, you're going to start rotating the coccyx up and eventually giving a very nice stretch to your legs, allowing the head to be heavy in the middle of your arms. And now, just as one last option, one last action, rotate outwards your shoulders away from the ears. External rotation, they are rotating away, far from the ears, and it's like your biceps are going up. You want to kind of hear your biceps, feeling that external rotation, so we can open the upper back. Inhale here, exhale, bend a little bit your knees here, very well. And you're going to walk both feet forward, please. Inhale, keep bending your knees, hands over your hips, and inhale, come all the way into a standing pose in a very, very safety way. Now turn around and sit down on the chair. Inhale here, interlace your fingers. If that's not possible, hold opposite wrists, maybe opposite forearms, or if it's like you feel like holding opposite elbows, it's okay. Now separate, feet width apart. Inhale, interlacing the arms behind you, and start externally rotating the shoulders again. But now this time, you're opening the chest. And you're feeling differently like we did before, that the shoulder blades are going close to the spine, near. And very close, they're reaching to the spine. Inhale here. And exhale, release. Put your hands over your thighs, and we're going to straight one leg. I'm going to show you this one. Right leg, if it's possible for you, straight right leg. And we're going to put both one elbow over the thigh, and the other is going to press a little bit the leg down. So you don't want to touch your knee, but you do want to feel that those right toes are pointing up and towards your chest, pointing up and towards your chest. So this is called the flexed foot. And now let's do again that extension that we did, like arching the spine, the coccyx moves upwards as you keep pressing your elbow over the thigh and pressing with the right hand the right thigh. Inhale here, exhale, release, extending both arms, again both feet down. Inhale here and exhale, take your thighs, your right ribs to your thighs. You can help yourself with your elbows over your legs, but if it's possible for you to have your fingertips on the ground, go ahead and dangle the head, allow the neck, the head to be very heavy. Inhale, lifting our arms in this circle all the way up, reaching up, interlacing the thumbs. And exhale, again, interlacing your hands backwards. You can choose fingers, rest, elbows, however it feels best for you. Open the chest here. Move your shoulders towards the spine behind you. Shoulder blades very close to the spine. Big inhalation, long, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. Long, deep breath in. And exhale, release. So it's very important for you to be opening the chest, as we really want to expand the rib cage so we can breathe deeper. Remember, one of the symptoms on PTSD, on some levels of depression, is that our rib cage compacts and shrinks and shrinks. So we no longer have that deep capacity of deep breathing. So that's what we want to create, and it's possible because there are muscles in between our ribs, and we just want to stretch those muscles using the lungs. So that is why we want to help opening here the arms, so we can stretch those muscles and start widening up our rib cage, and then deep breather and breathe deeper, excuse me, and then everything's gonna function different and better if we oxygenate better our body. So let's go to the other side. The left leg straight, the heels on the floor, toes pointing up and towards the chest. Now the right elbow over the leg, and with the other hand, with the left hand, just press the thigh a bit down. No rush, we're not in a hurry. You have all the time in the world to focus on your body here, to focus on your breath, so you can start counting 4 times as you inhale, 4 times as you exhale, maybe 5. You want to start challenging a bit more your breath control. Again, in 1, 2, 3, 4, out 4, 3, 2 and 1. One last breath. Inhale, pressing left thigh down. 4 times as you exhale. Keep counting. Use that inner voice, that visualization, that vision. Maybe you want to visualize numbers. Very nice. Again, inhale, straighten your arms so you can come up. Both knees bend, both feet on the ground. Inhale, your elbows to the thighs, so you can take your ribs as closer as you can to the thighs, and again into this forward fold with the chair, supported forward fold. We want to dangle our head here. I want to feel how those muscles in our lower back are stretching. We want to use the hands maybe on the floor. If that's too much, come back and place your elbows on the thighs. Hands all the way up. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale. Very good. So we're going to stand up again. And we're going to do some hip opener. Hip openers are usually postures that can be very sensible for some of you, because they release lots of emotions, as the rib is a container of lots of muscles and joints and also water. So you can contain lots of emotions, and when we open the hip, we kind of stretch and let those emotions, those movements kind of flow all around the body. And for some people it can be very intense. So take your time, do it at your own pace. We're going to start with the right leg in front of you. So just sit down on the chair. It has to be a chair without armrests. The right leg in front of you, and with the left leg you're going to start just taking that leg away and away. It's just one leg's normally seated, but the other is start kind of moving away. So we're going to start opening the hip in this place. So center your hands. It can be into this normal prayer gesture, or you can touch your chest if that feels fine. If not, you can also have the belly as a center. So those toes are pointing down, and then they're gonna point up. And then we're gonna be opening. If your leg is very straightened, just by moving the foot, the toes, we're gonna be moving all the way to the groin. So again, toes up and then toes down as much as possible. It's not right or wrong. Just want you to move the toes up and then down kind of in front of you, and then up in an open way, and then down. Inhale as you up, and exhale as you press down. Very good. So start feeling that you are seated very comfortable on the chair. Just let that leg there, straight and away from you, and just kind of press the toes down in any way it's possible for you. Some people would look like this, but eventually try to have the foot parallel to that edge of the mat. Very well. I can start feeling a little bit of the stretch in the hamstrings. Now let's focus on the other leg. You can grab the chair and you can feel that everything's supported, right? If you kind of let go of the foot, you're not falling, you're very well supported. So now you're going to start opening here the right leg. Very good. So you want to open it to the opposite side as much as possible. It can look like this. It can look more opened. It can look just a little bit. My legs are short. Some of you want to place a blanket underneath the foot so you can actually feel yourself very well standing. There you go. And inhale, we're gonna finish the pose opening the arms. So hands wide open. Place the palms all the way up, opening the chest. And we're just going to visualize that we entirely ourselves, we are like a balloon, like a ball, or maybe like a lung. It has to be like a balloon. We're visualizing that we are a lung and that we're breathing deeply and we're opening and expanding as a balloon as we breathe in. Opening the chest, feel the chest open the hip here. Feel that if it's possible for you to keep walking the right leg into this open pose. This is backwards. There you go. And towards the other front edge of your mat. Inhale here and exhale. Take your hands back away into your center. It can be belly, chest, a prayer pose. And we're going to reverse the pose as we did. So don't rush it, please. We don't want to break the pose in a very fast pace. And now the left leg is going to walk all the way in and sit down back into the center, because we have to kind of move ourselves around the chair so we find the better seated spot where we can support our body. So again, sit down almost on the edge of the chair, both feet facing forward, and now the right leg is gliding towards the side, towards the back of our mat. Move around from the chair so you can actually feel that that leg's a little bit released and the support of the chair is right below the left leg. And again, we're gonna turn the toes up and down. Inhale, up and down. You can see the toes better from here, up and down. Inhale, exhale, straighten your legs and feel how the toes, as they go up, you can feel the groin extending down. And you can feel how the hip leg joint moves just as you move your toes, but the leg has to be really straightened. Very good. Now press the toes down. Hopefully you can have your foot parallel to the back of the mat. And now stay there. Feel that you're totally supported by the chair. You can also use a stool in this case for this practice. And again, place your hands on a center of your body. Press a little bit those hands so you feel that the upper body is grounded. And now start feeling that the left leg is moving. It's kind of looking towards, walking to the front edge of your mat. So you can just stop right there. It's all right. That's it. I'm just moving the knee to the side and backwards. That is a hip opener. That's good. But so for some of you, you want to kind of walk that leg all the way to the other side of the chair, right? And the whole left leg is supported by the chair. The whole hamstrings of that left leg is supported by the chair. This could be the final or maybe the degree that could be the most advanced, but you don't have to go there. Remember, you can just stay and stop in here. That is a good hip opener, but please challenge yourself. Start breathing in and breathing out. See, my left leg is very short. I could place a blanket underneath. And we're going to start breathing in and out, allowing the legs to stretch. So now we're going to have or feel like an external rotation of this right thigh. Press the edge of that foot down and the inner arch of that foot up. And again, you're going to feel that directly on the hip joint. And then keep pressing the left knee backwards and backwards. You can help yourself a little bit with your hands. This is a very nice hip opener. And now we're going to open the body. If this is not feeling safe, you can always come back to the previous degree of the pose. You can always have your hands on the center if you don't want to open them wide open. But now imagine you're a balloon, like a ball, anything that can expand, like a bubble as well, that you can place air inside and it can expand like your lungs, which is what we are looking for. That's the object of this meditation, to expand your body and visualize that the lungs are expanding as well, that the rib cage, the muscles in between the ribs are stretching and giving space to that cage, to that container, for the lungs to breathe deeper, for the heart to beat nicer, for all the oxygen to revitalize our body, to nurture, to nourish our body. Now let's reverse the pose. Place your hands on the center of the chest. Now start moving the left leg in and walking very softly with your foot, heel and toe, your right leg in. Come back again into the center of your chair. Very well. Inhale, stand up, please. And again, move the chair in this way so you can stand in front of the chair. And we're going to go again into the plank pose. Shoulders are right above your rest. And this time we want to have the hip kind of heavy going down. So we want to stretch the frontal part of your pelvic joint. And then exhale, move your hip up. Chest heavy melts down. Head is folded but also kind of relaxed down, but don't dangle it. Shoulders opening, rotating externally. And last time, going to the plank. Shoulders right above the rest and feel the hip heavy. For next degree of the pose, you can just change into insteps, and you're gonna have to feel the arms stronger because you don't want to press too much the insteps. If this is not feeling right, come back to tucking the toes in. Very well, toes in, bend your legs, and very gently we're going to start sitting again, our hips over heels and then the knees down as we did so. So we're going to end and wrap up this pose. If you want to relax with this final relaxation into this kind of supported child pose, kneeling in front of your chair and having your forehead over the seat of the chair, using also the arms underneath. This is one way. But if today you're feeling that you want to relax even more your back, so come into a seated pose and have your buttocks as closer as possible to the chair, and then just your cups over the seat of the chair. And there you go, you're just going to relax your head on the floor, your back on the floor, and maybe your hands on the center of your body, belly, or solar plexus, which is the diaphragm. And that's it. This is a very nice way to relax the vertebrae, the legs, and the circulation allows us to bring the blood flow towards the heart. We're stimulating the heart a bit, so this also has very nice benefits. Again, you're focusing on those places that you're feeling strained, but also move your attention towards those places that are feeling soft and comfortable. Again, move your attention to those places that can cause discomfort, tension, and to those places that are very soft and relaxed. I really hope you enjoy this practice. Thank you very much for joining into this 30 minutes restorative movement session. I'll see you soon and have a beautiful day.
Life is a winding road.